Steve, thank you. A new Marquette Law School poll this morning. It asked people in Wisconsin their view on the failed tax relief deal.
The poll found 4 out of 5 people, 80%, say Governor Tony Evers and state GOP leaders' budget surplus deal should have passed. The deal was set to use $1.8 billion in funds from Wisconsin's budget surplus. In a rare level of agreement across party lines, 77% of Republicans, 81% of independents, and 82% of Democrats in that poll say the legislature should have passed the surplus bill.
Governor Evers says the funds would have been used to reduce property taxes, increase special education funding, and provide rebates to taxpayers. The bill passed the state assembly but was rejected by the Senate May 13th with all Democrats opposed. This now halts the plan, which needs approval from both chambers before it would go to the governor's desk for his signature.
Turning to a first alert